let's talk about a man named Ethan. This is a warning. He thought providing for his partner Sophia, giving her security, he thought that was enough. It wasn't. And that mistake, it created a vacuum, a void that someone else was more than ready to step into. So Ethan, he did everything right. At least that's what it looked like. He built this super stable life, paid the bills, fixed any problem that came up. He was the rock, right? To anyone looking in, their life seemed perfect, secure, predictable. He provided absolutely everything you could possibly want. On paper. And then Daniel showed up. Now, he wasn't offering more money, he wasn't offering a bigger house. He brought something Ethan had totally forgotten was even a currency: his attention. I'm talking real, undivided presence. He didn't just hear her words, he listened to the silence behind them. So what happened next? It wasn't just a breakup. No, this was way deeper. This wasn't about Sophia finding someone better. It was a total psychological rewiring. The entire foundation of their relationship didn't just crack. It was completely replaced by something new. And the scary part? It happened long before Ethan had any clue. You have to understand, Sophia had been emotionally starving for so long. So when Daniel finally offered her that connection, it was like water in a desert. He didn't just become another option for her. He became an obsession. His attention wasn't just a preference anymore. It became an addiction, one that was about to consume her entire reality. So, how does something like this even start? It's not what you think. There wasn't a big fight. It wasn't some huge dramatic event. No, this breakdown started with something much quieter, a creeping emptiness, a silent absence that, believe me, is way more dangerous than any screaming match. This right here, this quote, gets to the absolute heart of it. To all their friends, to their family, Ethan and Sophia looked like the perfect couple. But behind closed doors, inside that stable life, a full-blown emotional famine was raging. Sophia was starving for a real connection. See, Ethan made a critical mistake. He confused providing for Sophia with actually connecting with her. He was there physically, sure, but emotionally, he was a ghost. He was busy solving all the practical, everyday problems, while the real psychological one was just growing and growing in the silence between them, making him completely and totally unreachable. And this isn't just some random story. This is a predictable, almost mechanical psychological pattern. It's a trap that the psychologist Carl Jung warned us about decades ago. Jung had a name for this. He called it the Anima. It's not about a man being feminine. It's about his unconscious capacity for emotional depth, for intuition, for being genuinely present. It is the very source of his power to truly connect with another human being. Now, look at this comparison, because this is absolutely key. Ethan, like a lot of men, was taught to bury his anima, be strong, be logical, be efficient. And yeah, it made him reliable, but it also made him unreachable. Daniel, though, did the opposite. He integrated his. So he's aware, he's present, he's connected. And to a woman who is emotionally starved, that makes him dangerous. Sophia's loyalty didn't just disappear overnight. It migrated. It literally moved away from Ethan, step by step, through 3 invisible and almost irreversible emotional shifts. This all happened way before she ever even thought about leaving. All right, let's break this down because it's critical. First, Sophia just gives up. She stops trying to get any kind of emotional validation from Ethan. That hope just dies. Second, Daniel becomes her new center of gravity. Something happens, good or bad, her first instinct isn't to tell Ethan, it's to tell him. And finally, her desire itself gets completely rewritten. It's not about choosing between 2 men anymore. It's the magnetic pull of presence versus the dead weight of absence. So by the time Ethan finally senses something is off, it's too late. The relationship he thinks he's trying to save, it doesn't even exist anymore. It's just an empty shell. The real, living, breathing, emotional connection, that's already been transferred completely to Daniel. And this is where things get really dark. What began as a simple search for connection starts to spiral. It escalates into a dangerous psychological dependency, one that neither of them can really control. First, the detachment becomes total. She goes completely silent with Ethan. No more explaining, no more fighting, nothing. Then her entire emotional world gets rerouted. All her joy, her fears, her vulnerability, every ounce of it flows to Daniel. And finally, Daniel isn't just a person anymore. He becomes a symbol of what it feels like to finally be seen. And losing him now, that doesn't feel like a breakup. It feels like she's losing herself. And that's the switch from attraction to obsession. At this stage, any idea of a shared future is gone. It splinters. It breaks apart into three dark, unresolved outcomes. There is no easy fix here. There's no going back. The damage is done. Just look at these paths. There are no good options. Path 1, she leaves, and Ethan is just left standing there, completely clueless, blaming everything except the real cause, his own absence. Path 2, she stays, but it's a lie. She's a ghost in her own home, physically there, but emotionally, she belongs to Daniel. And path 3, if Daniel is the one who leaves, she completely collapses because her entire sense of stability now depends on him. None of these paths lead back. What's lost is lost for good. And this is the most chilling part of it all. The real enemy was never Daniel. It was Ethan's own buried potential, the emotionally present man he could have been but refused to become. He didn't lose her to another guy. He lost her to his own emotional void. This pattern, it repeats every single day. In millions of homes, it's playing out right now, in total silence. And the most dangerous part isn't the pattern itself. It's not knowing which role you're playing in it. So it all boils down to this one question. Are you Ethan? Are you the one building a life but creating an emotional desert, slowly disappearing without even realizing it? Or are you the man who understands that real power, real connection comes from presence, the very thing Ethan never learned? Because if you don't know the answer, the change might already be happening in silence.